morning. It's window day. So yesterday they came and put up the scaffolding, and today they are doing the upstairs. Just a sec. So I spent most of last night just sort of clearing the area, wardrobe, basically moving everything out of our bedroom and pushing our bed to the side. Blinds are still up, so we're going to take those down this morning because we didn't want to sleep with no blinds. But Chris has had, well, Chris was on late shifts last night, so he's not had very much sleep. So we've kind of, yeah, as I say, like leaving those till the last minute. You know when you need coffee before making the coffee? Okay, I just had to sort that out. I'm actually working today, but it's like a sales kind of like a sales meeting, which is online and like a presentation. So it should be fine to just kind of not have to talk to anyone else for the rest of the day, and I can just hide myself away and watch that. So Chris is home today. I don't know how disruptive it's going to be. Tomorrow I'm here on my own, so I kind of wanted to be around to see what goes on so that I can understand what tomorrow is going to be like. I've got the day, I've booked the afternoon off, so just in case I'm needing to be around. So I'm just coming to the end of my Round Hill coffee, and I like Round Hill. Obviously they have good coffee, but also they do the grind for me. They actually do a stovetop grind, which is quite unusual. So there's like filter, AeroPress, stovetop, espresso, and obviously like espresso is the finest. But recently, because I don't have a grinder at home, but recently the stovetop, oh hold on, it's finished. Recently the stovetop has been as fine as espresso, so my coffee's been really like strong and bitter, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I've ordered some new stuff. This is from New Ground. I've used them before and I really like their coffee. They actually don't have a stovetop option for grind, but I've just got espresso, so yeah, let's hope that's okay. And I'm using my lovely new mug. Oh, I should have warmed my mug. From Arket. Thank you, Kathy, for the vouchers. I don't know whether or not you should, if you're between grinds, err on the side of bigger or smaller. Smaller, finer. Yeah, oh my god, this is such a dreadful conversation. Oh man, sometimes I'll be halfway through something, I'll be like, who cares? Anyway, I am off to look at some internet. Oh god, what a drama. They've turned up and they're doing the downstairs today, not the upstairs. And so we've just been scrambling around trying to tidy everything while they try to find a parking space. And they should have had a parking suspension basically, because it's Easter holidays, everyone's here, no one knows whose car belongs to anyone, and they need to be as close to the house as possible. And they got here at 10 to 8 and it's now like 9 o'clock and they've only just started, so I'm upstairs just avoiding it all now, having to knock on all my neighbours' doors to work out just who owns what car. So I'm in the bedroom with the TV and my laptop working. Morning campers. It's 6 a.m. and I'm awake because we have no blinds. Been awake since dawn. Chris has actually been sleeping in this blackout mask, which is great because it's got like this foam edging, which means that you can open your eyes. And so I was wearing that for a bit, but once I was awake, I was awake. Just sitting here with my, if anyone does care, my espresso grind Divino Nino from Newground, and it's really good. So I'm very happy with it. Happy bunny this morning. Yeah, these windows are absolutely enormous, but we never really get the light in because we've always got blinds on, and because our windows are at like bus height, so the top deck always the top deck is eye line to us, so we always have them closed, but it's such a shame. It feels like we've just moved in. The room is completely bare apart from the bed, and it's got that just moved in feeling to it. When the builders were here, we still had some of our cards up from our civil partnership, and they must have thought we just got married and bought a house, not realising where we were at in our journey together, which is funny, because some of the cards say newlyweds or wedding day and stuff like that, so yeah. But it does feel like a kind of a new start. It's very strange. It's nice. I think that especially after the last 5 years, it's been very difficult, and I feel like we have entered kind of a new era together, and you do get to a point in your house, it honestly feels like a new house. It really kind of revives you again. I get this thing when I've been somewhere for too long, and I start to wake up in the night after, I mean, I've lived in enough places for a certain period of time that it's definitely after about 5 years, I start to wake up in the night and like, I get these like hallucinations, like when my eyes are open, I can see things in the room, but I'm kind of still asleep. It's a weird state that I get into, and it always happens about 5 or 6 years after being in a house. I can't quite describe it, But basically, I really need a change of environment. When I was, and I think it came from moving around quite a bit when I was young, I was never in one place more than like a couple of years. And so I think I just go a bit mad after I've been somewhere for 5 years. And yeah, I think it's a signifier for me that I need to kind of change up my environment.
Right down her side, tires on the mud. She is an officer of love, and I'll obey her every word. She is an officer of love, and I'll obey her every word. Stand up on my shoulders and tell me, darling, what can you see? 10,000 holy rollers going to battle.
I got halfway through putting up those curtains with the plan of cutting the wire so that I could put the little hook on the end, and my pliers didn't cut through the wire, so I need some wire cutters. So now the curtains are kind of like half up, half down, which is a pain in the ass, but oh well. It's meant that I've not really tidied the house because it's completely displaced, and I need to put everything back where it belongs in the rooms that have had the work done. So I've not done any of that. I'll do it tomorrow. Right, I'm going to sign off here because it's Thursday and I don't want to go into the Easter weekend, otherwise it would be like a bumper edition. I think there's going to be a lot of DIY over the weekend, definitely some sprucing up of outdoor furniture, and hopefully some painting. So I hope you all have lovely Easters, and I'll see you on the other side.